For the first time in years, the Middle East is facing a full-blown conflict that reaches far beyond Iran's borders. In late February, the United States and Israel launched coordinated airstrikes on Iran's military infrastructure, including sites in Tehran, in what leaders called a necessary move to counter Iran's nuclear and ballistic missile programs. These strikes marked one of the most significant military actions against Iran in decades. Reuters. Iran responded with missile and drone attacks targeting Israeli territory and U.S. military bases across the region. The conflict has now spread into Lebanon, Bahrain, Kuwait, and Gulf states, as Iran's allies, such as Hezbollah, launch their own attacks on Israeli targets in retaliation. Daily Telegraph. This dramatic escalation has drawn condemnation from countries across the Middle East. Gulf Cooperation Council members including the UAE, Qatar, and Saudi Arabia have decried Iranian strikes on their soil and infrastructure, raising fears that the conflict could destabilize an entire region that is critical to global energy supply. Le Monde.fr. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu insists this war may take time, but he rejects the idea of a decades-long conflict, even as the fighting intensifies and U.S. public support remains divided. Reuters. Meanwhile, global powers, like Russia, have condemned strikes as unprovoked aggression, warning that expanding military actions risk severe humanitarian, economic, and regional instability. AP News. What makes this situation even more volatile is the broader involvement of allied groups. Hezbollah's escalation in Lebanon represents a major widening of the war, displacing tens of thousands of civilians and threatening a wider regional conflict. Wikipedia. This is not a distant war framed in abstract policy anymore. It has real implications for millions of people, from global oil markets feeling pressure due to instability in key shipping lanes, like the Strait of Hormuz, to nations reconsidering their diplomatic positions. The effects of this escalated conflict may be felt around the world. Wikipedia. As leaders call for restraint and try to manage the fallout, the question many people are asking is, will this conflict stay regional, or could it pull more countries into a much broader war? Only time will tell.